Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today, checking out another beer for Barley Wember. This is not a barley wine, though. This is a rye wine. And this one comes from Revolution Brewing Company in Chicago in the United States of America. I got this can, very special can, from my subscribers, Ivan and Mariya. They were very kind enough to let me buy this one without adding crazy secondary value. Same goes for the Horus beers I tried. So thanks a ton, guys. They have an Instagram profile. We'll link that down below if you guys want to check it out. So this one I'm really excited about. I love Revolution beers, and I especially love their V.S.O. series, which are these more extended barrel-aged beers. They have a lot of the deep wood beers that are barrel-aged, but then the V.S.O. are the very special old ones where they've aged in barrels for even longer. And I really wanted to try some of their rye wines, and also I really wanted to try their Gravedigger, V.S.O. Gravedigger, or whatever it's called, which is a Scotch ale. I mean, that would be fun to try the very special old version of that, because Scotch ale is something you don't see too much of anymore. But this one is V.S.O.R. Select. So very special old rye select rye ale aged in rye and bourbon barrels. And these barrels were sourced through Binny's Beverage Depot. So they were sourced there, specially selected for barrel aging and extended barrel aging. And the blend of bourbon and rye barrels had this rye wine put in, and it was aged in the barrels for 2 years. And I think that was pretty much all the info that they also set themselves, on the website here. So yeah, just hand selected, like they could just go in cherry pick basically what barrels smelled awesome. So they say that it has inviting yet balanced sweetness that is counterweighted by the aromatic oak and assertive rye with ambrosial notes of maple and vanilla, evoked at every turn. And it's a strong beer, 15.7%. I'm going to be sipping on this while actually playing Halo with Henrik tonight, which will be fun. So yeah, let's check this one out. Pours a very nice, dark auburn kind of color. It is like, really dark chestnutty red with some brown hues. I said, well, it's definitely brown, but it's got those chestnutty kind of brown notes and also reddish hues. It just looks great. Tan head. Let's check out the aroma on the V.S.O.R. Select. Oh, wow. Holy shit, this was really good. So I recently had Straight Jacket. That was also just phenomenal. Fuck, this smells good. You can definitely smell the barrel. There's an explosion of barrel character, and you can get that rye funkiness. Rye is quite unique because it adds a depth of almost, it was spicy, but there's also something musty or something about it. Like if you ever smell rye whiskey from the States, it's a little bit different than just the pure rye. There's the spice. There's also, a little bit of a funky, spicy note. Charry wood, coconut, vanilla, definitely picking up on maple, loads of caramel and fudge, but all those really sweet, intense notes are offset by really sharp, spicy rye, almost like a little bit like cedar wood or something like a cigar tobacco. That's like not the sweet kind, but like almost like burnt cherry tobacco. Also some of the sweet kind. It smells delicious. Smells awesome. This smells like a great Barley Wember beer. Let's try it. Cheers. Thanks a ton to Ivan and Mariya for the beer. Cheers. Oh, that is so fucking drinkable. Holy shit, there's so much rye. Oh, I love it. And so much barrel. Wow. Fuck, man. Revolution is such a great brewery, and it's so affordable. I really hope we'll see more of these in Europe. I know some of these V.S.O.Js and whatnot, they've definitely been released. I think V.S.O.J, double barrel V.S.O.J, I actually think I bought that in Europe, actually, thinking of it. But, or maybe not. I'm not entirely sure, actually. But there's definitely been a good influx. Like Straight Jacket was from Europe. I have Dread and Breakfast down in the basement. We get them once in a while, these deepwood beers, which is awesome. Fuck, this is delicious. So rich, but it's that sweet richness is really offset so well by the spice and sharpness of the rye and also the barrels. Definitely also the spirits help offset the sweetness because it's a rich, decadent, layered sweet beer. But man, this is a sipper. This really makes me want to fire up a cigar or fire up a pipe and just sit like, or and have a sip and just like totally fucking chill here. Or if we had a fireplace or something like that, it's gonna do as a nice sipper for a gaming Halo. That's the closest thing we'll get to that. This is fucking great. This is world-class barrel-aged beer. I mean, the body's full, it's rich. I'd say it's full, but it has some dryness to it. And I'm wondering if that dryness is a little bit perceived because of spicy rye and barrel. There's so much spicy rye. Cedarwood, I'm getting that now as well. Really, really awesome, intense drying character. But like, I think a lot of people, when they have these, they're like, I prefer some barley wines. And I think it's the spice that is the big key there. Like, it has that sharpness, it has that edge. But when the beer is this rich, like, it's really good for it. It makes it really drinkable. Like, this is not a beer that I'm gonna have problem drinking on my own. Like, I'm not gonna have any issue just sitting here and crushing this on my own. Whereas some beers that are big, strong, like some of the Horus beers, Super Gloop, I couldn't drink that whole bottle. I had to share that. Like this, no problem. No problem. This would be like, instead of drinking a glass of scotch or bourbon. Like, I really think that marriage between barley wine and barrels is just like, I think for barley wine this year, maybe we only have 1 or 2 barley wines that are not barrel aged, but like, this is just, it feels like this is what this style is destined for. It's aging in barrels and it just works so well. And some people are like, why don't you just drink whiskey? It's such a different experience. I think it's more layered and more nuanced. Well, whiskey can be really layered and nuanced, but it's just totally different. Like, it's, you get a lot of the deep complexities of whiskey paired with the deep complexities of a big, rich, imperial strength beer style, which is just such an awesome thing. Like, it's just like this super complex sipper of a beer. Now we should pick out some flavors. That's cedarwood, instantly there, or almost like a little bit of a, when you go to a sauna and they put like maybe cedar oil or cedar branches, whatever. Like, if you've ever been to like a Finnish sauna, or in Denmark we call it saunagus, where they put these essential oils on the coals and you had that warm fuming sensation. There's a bit of that you're getting actually, like a little bit of an evergreen, cedar woody, warming, charry thing. Like, I think that's a good description for it, which just sounds like super stupid, but it is kind of what it's making me think of. Lots of deep caramel, lots of deep fudge, toffee, whiffs of oxidative sherry kind of notes to it as well. So a bit of umami, savory notes to it, just a little bit on the back. Very nice maple flavor, as they say themselves. Lots of vanilla, not so much coconut. I think that was more on the aroma. I got a whiff of coconut, but it's like really vanilla, maple, heavy barrel character with that like really nice, sharp, drying spiciness you get from the rye barrels and the base beer, which has rye. I brewed my first rye wine that's aging in barrel. I collab with Pyhaste. I'm really looking forward to see how that will turn out, because that's also aged in both rye and bourbon barrels from Willet. But it was a very big beer, so it's going to sit for a while in the barrels. Pruny, figgy vibes, even a whiff of coconut-y, almost chocolatey notes. And then like slightly tobacco vibe, but like all of those like notes are really nice. But what like finishes every single time, it goes in up front with like that sharp cedar woody thing, and then it finishes with like really spicy drying rye, which is lovely, almost like peppery. And it just works like such an amazing balancing factor in a beer that's like rich and sweet and decadent. It's fucking great. It's not like my all-time favorite beer from Revolution, but it is for sure an amazing beer, and it's for sure a world-class beer, and a study in how to do these barley wines and rye wines. Like, they're best when they're at least like a richness of this level. It feels like this is really rich, but it also has a lot of dryness to it as well, which I'm guessing is from extended barrel aging and also finishing gravity. This is just like right where it needs to be, where it's not too thin, but also not too rich. It could definitely be richer, and that would be fine. But this is just striking that perfect balance between being not too dry and not too rich. Oh, so good. Really good. 97, something like that, I think. 96. I fucking love this. I love the barrel. It screams barrel. It screams spice. It screams rye. That's nice. I really, really like rye wines. It's very nice. It's such a nice grain to add in this style just to give some balance to all that sweetness. So big recommendation, guys, to try and get some of the Revolution Brewing V.S.O.R Select. Amazing stuff. They did not online or here talk about what barrels they used, so I have no clue. My top beer from them is still the double barrel V.S.O.J, but this is a close second, I think. Maybe it's even a closer to a 98. Let's see. Maybe the grade will change after I sit and sip on this playing Halo. It's goddamn drinkable. There's like no trace of the 15.7%, which is amazing. Just a little bit of like that fuming spirit warmth. But yeah, if you guys had a chance to try a V.S.O.R Select from Revolution Brewing, let me know what you thought of it. Thanks a ton to Ivan and Mariya for the beer. You guys are awesome. Check them out. Link for their Instagram. I'm about to say web shop because I usually say that. Their Instagram is down below. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm going to say cheers. See you guys in another beer review for Barley Wine Cheers.